Welcome everyone to yet another edition of Time Pass for the New Indian Express. I have with me the beautiful and talented, I'm sure she's heard this a million times, Aditi Rao Haidari. A combination that is very, very difficult to get, but Aditi is just perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, Aditi, from Hyderabad, one of your many homes. I think you can work across India and you can call almost any state your home. And I have with me Sudhir Srinivasan, who's the entertainment editor of the New Indian Express. Thank you, Sudhir, for joining us as well. He will bring an expertise to it, which I do not have. But I have to, of course,
I think
ask.
Kaveri is being very modest there.
I
I mean, there's something that I want to talk to you about in terms
Sure.
of how you were portrayed in Psycho. What I like about the film in terms of your character is even though how your character is almost angelic in terms of how she forgives her abductor, kidnapper. Mishkin still continues to make you look very, very normal and relatable in the film. You know, there's a lot of grime, there's sweat, and you're in a corner of a room, and there's no sense of okay. Let's also see if she can be made to look attractive in this scene.
Huh.
There is absolutely that did not factor into the depiction
Oh,
at
thank
all.
you. Thank you
Now
for
I
saying
want
that.
to ask
Thank
you.
I thought you were going to say
Absolutely,
the
it's one
opposite.
of my
I was
favorite
like,
aspects about that film.
okay, sorry to cut
No,
you.
so I want to ask you if you get approached with a lot of scripts that do not necessarily require you to look your best in the film, or are you constantly choosing between? Do you get offers where this is also a defining criteria apart from any other characteristics?
Do I get offers where they purposely go out of their way to make me look like that?
No, not particularly. I think if I were to give you the reverse of that question, I would tell you: do you get a lot of offers of roles that have absolutely nothing to do with how you look?
You know, actually, that's not really true. But having said that, what is true is that I get a lot of parts which are not dependent on glamour. And when I say glamour, see, I don't, for me, glamour is not about wearing makeup because in my everyday life also I don't wear makeup. But a lot of people associate being glamorous with wearing makeup and wearing a particular kind of garment. So like a little
Right.
more fantasy element to it, you know, like so I don't get a lot. That is true. I don't get a lot of those parts. I tend to work with a lot of directors who want me with no makeup, um, and I'm also game to do that. You know, I like to do that. I don't like to wear eye makeup. Like I won't even put mascara. Like everybody uses mascara. I will not use mascara. I will just not use any eye makeup. Um, so I do tend to get a lot of that. And the first thing that is discussed at the meeting when you're, we'll not put any makeup. I'm like, sure. So that does happen. And then maybe that's one of the reasons. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But you know, a lot of people ask me the reverse question. A lot of people ask me exactly the opposite of what you just asked me, which is that do you feel that the way that you look is a trap where people are then only looking at you and don't pay attention to what you are doing in the film? I
Right.
remember Anurag was one of the people who told me that after he watched Katriveli Day. He
Right.
said, we need to talk. He's still not had that conversation with me.
We'll
But
send
and
him
I've
a
called him.
message.
You please do.
Yes.
Because I told him 100 times, when are you going to have this conversation with me? So he was like, this is the problem. It's your face. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
What do you do
that's
about
not
it?
fair. So I'm very happy that you're asking me
Right.
the reverse question because,
Yeah.
you know, I'm actually not a self-conscious person. I don't, it stems again from the directors I've worked with in one of my early experiences with somebody like Sudhir sir, who told me the day you believe in your own myth will be the end of you as an artist
Right.
and as an actor and as a heroine, you know. So, and I feel like that's so true. You know, this is just a bonus.
Yeah.
What you do on camera and what you make the person feel is the most important thing. Nothing else is important at that point. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why people ask me for certain parts and why they don't ask you for certain parts. I have no idea. I wish you could line up all the directors I really love and ask them this question.
Who are they? What's your wish list? Anurag for sure. I think anyone would want to work with him. I think he
Who?
does such Anurag Kashyap. I think he does
I
Anurag.
think she said Anurag Kashyap.
yeah, unexpected. But Aditya, I wanted to take you back to Dilli Che actually,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I thought your Rama Bua was so beautiful and just so amazing. And yet, that was perhaps one of the earliest films you did, and it sort of in a way stereotyped you. And
Yeah, actually, it didn't. I think it didn't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today.
but
Imagine.
that was a lovely part.
It was a lovely part, but it wasn't written for me, you know. I was
Right.
much too young to be playing that part. And also, I feel like I was also not an actor. And I think I was a very last minute casting choice because whatever, something happened. And suddenly I found myself there. And of course, I said yes, but I didn't quite know what I was doing. And I'm one of those, just go with the flow. Okay, I'll do this. I was one of those dreamer type people. And I was dancing at that point. So I really didn't know how I got there, why I did it, or what was going on. Um, and usually those little parts don't get noticed, but it did.
It
And as
did.
a lot of the senior,
Everybody noticed you, if you remember.
but you know, in a way that could have gone very, very against me, and it could have literally been a like death sentence for me. At that time, I wasn't even thinking of coming to Bombay and becoming an actor because I was almost like, how will I do it?
Hmm.
But it could have just been the end of me. But thankfully, it wasn't. Yeah.
Do you still are you still in touch with Leela Sampson? Do you
Of
still
course.
she'll always be your guru, right?
Yes, and much more. I've known her since I was 5 years old, so she is more like a parent. And yeah, I'm very close to her. I go and stay with her when I'm in Chennai, when I'm not shooting. And like literally, sometimes I'll go to Chennai only to meet Akka, Leela Akka, I call her Akka, and Manisha. Sometimes I just go to see them.
And it was so
And
interesting that she was in a Mani Ratnam film as well.
yes, before I was
Yeah.
actually.
That must be something that you must have exchanged notes over.
Actually, we didn't. I was just like, when Akka was doing that film, I was just like, Akka, you're so lucky. And you don't know this, but my mother was, in fact, long ago, was supposed to play a part in Ravan.
Really?
I don't know where Manisha saw her or whatever, but then the script changed and then she didn't ultimately do it. But I was just like, what is this? All my parentals are doing Mani Ratnam movies. I'm the one. I'm the OG fan. What's going on?
So I think having someone like Leela Sampson as your guru, how did it change your life? Because you were associated with her from such a young age. Has
Yeah.
that what has given you this fearlessness, this ability to sort of shape shift in a way, experiment, go where life takes you?
Uh, See, honestly, to be fearless, shapeshift, etc., etc., those are things that just come with realizing that the day you are yourself and your authentic self and you do what, you know, like your
Yeah,
heart goes tuck, 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 and you're like doing what your heart says, that's the day where everybody like sees you
right,
for real, you know.
right.
So that just comes with like finding your way. And I think with the experiences, like whether it's Leelaka, whether it's my own mother, whether it's my family, whether it's money, sir. So that's a combination of those things. But I would say, you know, I'll tell you this, like, again, as you were saying, uh, so many of my decisions and are very intuitive, or you know, a lot of things that happen in sort of changes or whatever learning that happens is subliminal. But very often when you ask me questions and then I start thinking aloud and I'm trying to like, you know, I'm literally grasping at straws and trying to find a sensible answer to give you. That's when once I remember somebody asked me, uh, what is it that happens, you know, in front of the camera, and you know, when we take close-ups, and
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you don't say anything, but it's you know, they were asking me that kind of question, and I was thinking, why is it that I'm comfortable in front of the camera? Because I don't have any like real understanding of it, and close-ups can be frightening for certain people, and why, I don't know, it's just like it just happens. Then I realized, and it's that I will say is totally one of the reasons that Leelaka is like, I've realized is that dance and Leelaka has been so important to my learning is Akka used to make me sit when I was a teenager. And you know, when you're a teenager, and I don't know if you know what Padams and Javalis are, they're like expression pieces and they're about love. And very often they're about love way beyond your understanding as 11, 12-year-old.
Right.
And, you know, so you're giggling and you're embarrassed and she's telling you the meaning and you're just like, oh God, earth swallow me. Why am I doing this? Yuck, boys and whatever. And then, and Leelaka would just be like, come here. And she would make me sit, and some of the others here. Like, I don't know if you can see this distance.
Yeah.
Literally, there would be one hair that would go through that close, look into her eyes, and she would say, now do it.
God.
And, you know, it's like somebody boring into your soul, and that is the most vulnerable, frightening feeling. But once you go through that, it's suddenly like, and so the camera feels like that to me
Right.
now, which is why, like, I think Dilaka really, that really was a huge thing for me. And the other thing was this whole thing of being conscious of the way that you look. I remember when we used to dance, I was one of the youngest in the groups that was performing. And I remember one day, just before I stepped onto stage, Akka said, Adu, if anybody comes backstage and says, oh, you look so sweet, such a pretty girl, I will thank you. And I was just like, how's that my fault? And I was just like, what is this? Is so fair? And now I realize, like, it's really not about that, you know?
Yeah.
It is that there's so many other things. So I feel like all these things really, really help.
While we are talking about, perception and fright of how we are to be perceived by other people, I want to just quickly explore a couple of characters you played. One, of course, is Psycho, and the other is Chekka Chivandavana. And I think, I suppose we could include Kaatru there as well.
Yeah.
In all these three films, you play women who are very complex characters.
Yeah.
Characters, I suppose, who have the potential to really anger people who have very traditional conservative notions of how women should be.
Yes.
In CCV, you have an affair with Arvind Swami's character. In Psycho, you're forgiving and almost loving of a murderer. Now, what I want to ask you is, do you feel greater pressure as an actor, as a woman, to be seen doing the right thing in cinema more than maybe male actors do? Is that something that you felt?
Wow. Okay. I can. Wow. Okay. So that's a hectic one. So the thing is, if you sat me down and had a conversation about it, I would probably have a very, very different answer. But artistically and as an actor, the only thing I respond to when I listen to a story is emotionally what I feel when I listen to that story. And sometimes even the anger I feel towards the character, or the fear I feel towards doing that film, being a part of that story, makes me almost want to do it even more. I'm sounding confusing, but I don't know. It's a decision I make when I immediately feel.
Yeah.
If I feel, and sometimes, you know, I just feel for not even the girl. Sometimes it's for the hero, but the girl is so instrumental in that feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I'm game to do it. And I
can clarify this a bit.
Yeah.
I ask you this mainly because I remember some of the polarizing responses that Kaatru got.
Especially
and some of them,
my God.
And some of them had a lot to do with how your character was seen as being almost docile and very forgiving of Karthik character's many flaws. Let me put it that way. So, the question then was asked whether, your character was sort of encouraging women to behave a certain way with, characters like Karthi in the real world. This is why I ask you if those aspects also come into you accepting a character, you doing a character and noticing how it's being received.
Yeah, okay. So, it would be difficult for me to play a character that didn't have the layers. You know? Unless it's very, very, very clearly, it's very, very clearly told in the film. You know, like see, it's really, to me, I feel when you watch a film, you either should go with some kind of conflict in your mind, or you should go completely satisfied, or there has to be some kind of thing that either the director raises or those characters raise, especially in something complex like that. If it's very unidimensional, then maybe it does not excite me so much, especially if the person is not somebody who I can respect in some way, you know. Having said that, sometimes a unidimensional character, like in the Masi movies, can be very beautiful because she's so simple, you know. Like, I love simplicity. It's really nice and it's refreshing. And sometimes you just want to be like, oh my God, I love this girl. She's just so sweet. Because complexity sometimes can just be like hectic. And sometimes just lovely to play those really simple, beautiful characters. And so, like, but I will come back to KV. KV is one of those that makes you think.
Yeah.
Because she's not a unidimensional pushover. She's not a docile character. If she was docile, she would not have looked that man in the eyes when she is dying of love, literally. She loves that man because she sees him for what he can be. Girls are stupid like that. I can be like that sometimes. Because sometimes you see a person for what they can be. And you're just like, oh my God, this person is so incredible. And just look at what they've turned out to be, you know. And so Leela is real. She's flesh and blood. And she's flawed. As is the guy. I love that about those two characters. And which is why I really love that film. And I feel it takes a hell of a lot of courage. And I'll say this even today, especially with our generation. It takes a hell of a lot of courage. We have too many choices. We have too many things going on. To look into somebody's eyes, say, this is going to be hard, but I really, really love you. And I love you and I'm walking away from you because you're an ass. But I love you so much that maybe if you change, you'll find me there. And here is Mani Sir's very romantic idealism.
Right.
That in the films, he does change and come back to her. Great. Yeah. Oh my God, I love this story. That's what made me do it. I was like, this is what you want. I mean, now I'm trivializing the issue.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but you know, I mean, I'm being stupid about it, but like, to me, it was just so amazing. The love of her life changes for her. I mean, what is more, like, nothing can be more perfect than that.
And more romantic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm a real romantic. So like, to me, it was she's a very strong girl to me.
Yeah. I felt the same way, and I agree. I also got a lot of polarized responses to the review I did because I loved it.
I remember your review.
Yeah,
yes.
so I think that happens a lot, Sudhir, you know. Even with, say, somebody like, Vijay Devarakonda, who did Arjun Reddy, I think he got the same kind of polarized responses to his idea, to him playing that role. But Aditya, I also want to take you back a little to what you've been doing during this lockdown, because I believe
that just 1 second. Yeah, I'm very sorry about my cat that just made a guest appearance.
No, that's lovely.
I hope
that. What is her name or his name?
Her name is Winky, inspired by Harry Potter.
Okay, great. So Aditya,
this is why I keep putting it on mute, because she also wants to be part of the conversation.
You must allow her.
Sorry, Kaveri, please go on.
No, not at all. Aditya, I wanted to ask you, what have you been doing during the lockdown? Where have you been? How have you been spending your time? And I know that there's a new film that's going to be out on Amazon. It stars you. It's a Malayalam film. Supriyam Sujatayam, right? So we're looking forward to that. But what have you been doing? And tell us a little about the movie as well, if you can.
So I was actually shooting in Chennai.
Because
these days I live my life this side of the Vindhyas.
Good.
I really enjoy it. Like you said, literally every place I can say this is my home.
Yeah.
Very confidently. So
what were you doing in Chennai, Aditi? What were you shooting?
I was shooting this really fun film with Brinda Master. Do you know who Brinda Master is?
I'm sure Sudhir knows.
Yeah. So Brinda Master is like this legendary choreographer. And a legendary human being. She is just lovely. And I worked with her on Mani Sir's film and I love her. And so Dulquer and I
You're with Dulquer?
Yes.
Lucky.
So Dulquer and I were shooting Brinda Master's film, and suddenly, and we were shooting literally like as though Rasam cures Corona, because everywhere else there was like sort of mayhem. People are sitting home, shutting down. We are shooting as though nothing is happening, and we would keep asking each other, "Listen, is it safe, guys? Is this okay?" But we continue to shoot because you keep an actor on set, they're happy.
Right.
And then suddenly overnight, if there was like, okay, we need to like um, adjourn this, and we'll see you after 2 weeks. So I spoke to my mother, of course, and she was like, go to Hyderabad straight. Do not even attempt going to Bombay, etc. So that's what I did. I came back home to Hyderabad,
Right.
and I'm so happy that I did that, because that 2 weeks is now more than 2 months.
Yeah.
So, and
How
I'm
much
safe
of
and
that
I'm
is
comfortable.
how much of that is left? The movie with Dulquer?
Quite a lot,
Oh, okay.
actually.
Okay.
We shot only 12 days, but we did a lot of work because Brinda Master is also a shishya of Mani sir, and she also shot at like sort of cyclonic speeds, and so yeah, so we have quite a bit left, and of
Right.
course there are the songs and the
Kaveri,
that.
Kaveri, would you mind if I continued our
No,
good cop,
no,
bad cop routine and asked her something about the lockdown?
no, please, please.
Right.
Who
Aditi,
is good
today
cop
more
over
than
here?
ever,
I want to know.
I mean, as you can see,
They're both good cops.
That's all
I don't know.
right.
You tell us that, Aditi. Right.
Both good
I want to
cop.
ask you this because we were discussing the lockdown. The topic of privilege has come up a lot.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a particularly relevant time to discuss that. In these times of
Yeah.
lockdown, of course, while some of us have been able to rest with Wi-Fi and streaming platform content and home cooked food, some others have not had the same privilege. And I understand that you come from a family of means. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. I am told that your mother was a popular singer. Your father's side had some powerful ancestors as well. Has this been a time of reflection
Powerful
for you?
ancestors.
Sorry.
That
I'm
makes
trying
you
to be
sound
very
like
correct
a
in terms of how I'm putting it.
Padmavat princess.
Tell me this: has this been a time of reflection for you? A time where you're filled with gratitude for what you
Yeah.
have, and maybe more respectful of what you have?
Absolutely. Oh my God, yes. Respectful for what I have, for what I had, for what I will have. Very, very grateful. And especially, there are certain days when I behave like a 5-year-old and I just like melt into a puddle of tears because of the uncertainty. It's not very often that that happens. And then I literally like wrap my head and I'm just like, what is wrong with me? I have everything. I literally have everything. And there are people struggling with very real problems, and I need to be grateful. But I also deal with it. I deal with it in a way, in a constructive way, because I feel like this is the time. Apart from reflecting and being grateful. I mean, it's one thing to be grateful, but it's also, but I feel that one should also do something about that gratitude. And I think the most important thing
Right.
to do is to share at this point, whether it's your time with people who need it, because there are enough people having meltdowns, um, whether it's your resources with people, whether it's connecting the right people to people who have resources, who have the ability to help other people, being a via media, actually putting in the money, etc., etc. And of course, you can make a noise about it and say that you've done it, which is absolutely fine. But the point is to do it, whether you're making a noise about it or not. There's so many people who have also been criticized for putting it out in the press, etc. I'm like, whatever it is, just please do it. Whatever, just share. It doesn't matter whether you want to get a pat on your back for it or don't. But share. That's the biggest thing that you can do just now, and be kind. And of course, it's the time of it to reflect. And I really hope people are talking about change and whatever. Honestly, I'm really hoping that our lives can go back to how they were, for just the freedom that we had. But I feel that the
Right.
human race is a very daft race, and we really, really misuse. Daft is my favorite word today. We really, really we have misused that freedom and created so much chaos. So I hope that we can use we can as a race be more grateful to the freedom that we have and use it more responsibly. And I do feel that the change that I'm really hoping to see in people is more empathy
Yeah.
and kindness and sensitivity and love, because literally those are the most important things, literally. And I realized today how
Yeah, and I think both times you used the word daft very appropriately.
Great. Thank you so much, Aditi. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sudhir, is there any last question you'd like to ask her before we
No, I
sign off?
mean, maybe if I had one thing, then I probably would ask her what OTT content she's been consuming.
Yeah. Actually,
And
even I would
what
like
has
to know.
particularly
Yeah.
what has particularly really blown you away?
Yeah.
So, I've been one of those who, like, all my friends watch a gazillion shows simultaneously. I don't know how they do it. They're great multitaskers. I don't know how they do it. But I'm one of those, like, if I get attached to a show, then if that season gets over, I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? So I've not been a huge show watcher. I have started watching Handmaid's Tale, which I hadn't watched.
All right.
Alias Grace is another one that I watched. I watched one, like, really chilled out thing called Upload. But there are some films that I watched recently that I really, really loved. So I watched a lot of, I watched a film called Care of Kanchirepalam, which I loved, which is a Telugu movie.
Right.
Beautiful movie. Then I watched Jersey, which I loved, Telugu movie again. Then I watched Togo, which is a film about a dog. Like, I'm watching a lot of these feel-good, happy kind of movies. Then I watched Sergio. I've been watching a lot of movies. I haven't been watching a lot of shows. But I'm looking forward
Hey, tell me
to
this. Are you able to separate yourself? I mean, you belong to the industry. You're an actor. Are you able to separate yourself and your own any envy you feel for any roles that are being done that you probably were not part of?
No, no, I'm not. I feel envy sometimes when I watch. And I'm like dying, aching to be there. But sometimes when you watch a lovely performance, you're just like, it's more as a compliment to the person. Like, it's just like, wow, so lucky.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens. Even on even with like Firangi movies, it really happens. Yeah. I watched Knives Out recently, and I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I felt like that.
But there at least there's a sense of distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But with Indian films, 100%. And I recently watched certain films, I'm not going to name them, which I was supposed to do, and I let go of them again because I'm so like intuitive. And it's literally like I told the director, this film is, I told the actor also, because I worked with the actor, and I was like, I was dying to do it, but I just could not be that girl. I just could not do it. And I just couldn't get myself to do it. And I was like, I want to slap myself for being this overly sensitive human, but like, what to do now? I am that. So I didn't do it. So like that, I'm very much a heart person. So if I'm there, I'm there. If I'm not there, I'm just not there.
Great. Thank you so much, Aditi. Thank you, Sudhir. I think it was a lovely conversation, despite the little technical hiccup. But
yeah, sorry about
all
that.
the best, and we look forward to your movie on Amazon.
Yes.
Want to give it a shout out?
Yes, I don't know the date yet, but Sufiyum Sajatayum is a love story, and it's just, it's one of those. It's like when I heard the story, it gave me goosebumps.
Right.
And it's almost like it could be anywhere. It's like a world, and it was one of those just films that you just like, oh my gosh, like that's the feeling I got when I heard it. So I hope it's turned out like that. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I feel so far away because they're all together in Kochi, and I'm here, and I'm like, please send me something, please show me something.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sudhir. Thank you, Aditi.
Thank you so much, Kaveri.
Thank you.
All
you,
the very
Aditi,
best. Take
It's
care.
really nice talking to you.
Yeah, it was lovely. Bye. Bye.
Fantastic. Bye.